What's up, guys? It is currently episode number 4, and I already recorded episode 4. That is why we are at $585 million. But I recorded basically the aspect ratio was wrong. I have a different aspect ratio when I stream other things, and it ended up messing up the entire video. So basically we have like a free episode where you guys just didn't get to see, but we played some games, played pretty good, and made some money. There's some sort of very extremely loud truck outside, but we're gonna go ahead and hit our free spin real quick one time. And that's going to put us to 593. So we were at 585. So almost like $6 million, $7 million, something like that, on the road to 1 billion. We're going to go ahead and jump into a table. I think a couple of objectives that I was talking about before we got started was, number one, I want to start buying in a little bit higher at tables than a little bit lower, because I think that that's going to allow us to be a little bit more effective at being able to kind of be like a chip lead, being a little bit more aggressive and not having people fight us so hard. Number two, I want to sit at tables a little bit longer to really start to learn people's ranges. I was watching what is his name? Daniel Negreanu talk about like learning people's ranges. What do they bet with? What are their betting habits? So that you can kind of learn like bluffs. Like normally if you have something, you're betting a small amount over and over and over again. So when you bet like something like a big amount, you go, the story's not lining up. So you check the flop, you check the turn, and now you're betting huge on the river. That's not something that you normally do, and you can kind of start to wean out whether or not it might be a bluff, something like that. So sitting at a table, I definitely think I'm comfortable doing. And then the last thing is, again, really focusing on not over betting, as I probably just over bet there. We'll call this one just, I'll pay him off. Yeah, that's right. Very good. But yeah, so not over betting there too much. We jumped into this with 100 M's. Maybe we can turn it into something. Again, feeling comfortable with being able to fold a few hands if things aren't working out. You know, I've been watching some very good, like, quote unquote pro players, and like Daniel Negreanu, who's like real good. And learning, like, again, like folding a lot of the time is really just a way of winning. Like, you shouldn't be playing the majority of cards. And let me see if I can pull this up here. I don't know if I have it set up. I want to show you guys what's called I think it's like poker. Okay, King Ace. So we know that this guy is usually betting if he has something good. So this guy on our left here is somebody nervous. I don't know what it would be called. 10-9. I'll go ahead and call this, since we potentially only have 3 people here to play. We got a pair of 10s. Okay, so let's hang on the poker hand for a minute. He raises for 3. This guy calls. I have highest pair. I think I might just try and get him off the pot here with 12. 21? I'm folding that. I don't know what he had. I don't think he had anything good. I'm just not so confident. I think it's like poker and calculator odds. Let me see. I'll show you guys if I can what I'm looking at. Okay, this is what it is. Now, if I go to PC here. Okay, so you can see. Can we open this guy up any bigger? No, not like that. No. What am I doing? How do I just double click this? Who knows where I'm at? I don't know where I'm at. Okay, but basically the idea is that like ace, you're gonna have like a really strong hand, and really you should be playing like 8, maybe 9, and you can kind of like see your ratio that like, again, you can play like pair of 9s, you have a really good shot. You can kind of see that there's just these different levels here on what you should be playing. And we'll fold out there, and the guy actually left that was whooping us. So let's go back here for a minute. We did end up not playing that one out the best. But yeah, so again, like, it's probably hard for you guys to fully see, but like pair of jacks or jack ace is a really strong hand. Jack is good. So really you're playing like your 10s, and then the split, the back left is going to be non-suited. So non-suited hands versus above this line that goes horizontal here, or like across, that goes diagonal, excuse me, is the word I'm looking for. These are all going to be suited. So jack ace suited compared to jack ace, you can see that suited you have like a 1% chance of having a better hand. So that's basically the idea. So we're playing kings, stuff like that, and going from there. So that's just kind of like a brief little thing, but you're playing 10s. Really, you shouldn't be playing too much under 9s. The reason that we're calling this and playing this is because we have the big blind, and so it's free for us to check, because we already have to kind of jump in here now. We're already off to a rough start, and we don't have much. I was gonna potentially bluff it, but I think I am a bit too late here, and we don't have anything good, and so I'm not really willing to kind of put too much energy into this pot. We are down probably about $30 million, and so we're not in the best spot in the world here. We have played a lot. Again, we just need like kind of a fairly good hand. So 5-10 suited. So if we go to 5, 5-10 suited is actually 49%. So let's see how that looks. We're gonna raise 8 million. We got 1 diamond. See if we can bluff this guy off maybe. And we do. Fairly good odds there. King ace offsuit. So king ace offsuit, 66% chance of the time that we are winning this hand. So we'll go ahead and make a minor raise here. Try and get some value. Pair of kings, ace high. We have good value. I'm gonna go with a bit of a value, a bit of an aggressive value bet. If he calls, great. If he doesn't, fine. We're gonna go 15 million. And they're not gonna go ahead and call. We're back up to 85. King queen suited. So queen suited is gonna be a 62% chance as well. So now we're getting a couple good hands. 9 million. Pair of kings. We got to be worried about the flush draw. Gonna go another 9. We have high pair. 21. I don't think he has. 2 pair. Ugh. Damn it. All right. Let's see if we can make our money back and then run here a little bit. Nice. I don't like that this call is so aggressive here. 67. Jack ace. I think until we get a bad hand, I'm interested in playing out a little bit. Ace high card. Queen's not great. Two is not great. I'm out. Let's see what we get for our next hand. Yeah, we're out. All right. So we were at 585 to start, 593, something like that. 540. I don't want to play too aggressive here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a tournament. We're going to see how this tournament goes here. Again, I don't want to lose too much money. I think that this is a pretty fun way to not lose too much money. All right, so let's play for 40 million. Maybe we'll play 2 tournaments and then kind of see how it goes. So I think one of the problems that I had, even though we're not down bad at all, we're down enough that it's bad play. So we'll see if we can win this tournament. Okay, clubs, potentially we can get a flush here. I'm gonna check this. Since we don't have a pair, there's really no point in raising. We're not gonna be able to get the flush. So we've got to hope for an ace. And we don't get it. No real value here. I mean, maybe ace high. So I'm going to see if I can bluff him off there a little bit. It's only for 80,000. But we'll get that 80,000 for us for sure. Now with these smaller hands, again, I think when you're not playing too many people, you can definitely start calling a little bit more than you are, than you would be comfortable with a 5 table, right? So if you have a bunch of people, if you're on the button, meaning that you're right behind, everybody's gonna go around first and you're the last person to check or raise. And if you see the majority of people fold, maybe you're playing 1 or 2 other people with a decent hand. You definitely can be a little bit more aggressive in that situation. That's something else I'm learning, but you have to learn like when can you kind of play up. And also, more importantly than anything, as I've really been doing like a lot of studying, like hours and hours since I've been doing this series, is being unpredictable. So knowing how to play smart, but then also being incredibly unpredictable. So you're not always raising off the before the flop. You're not always raising on the flop. You're not always, 3-betting, meaning that, or raising the same amount. Like you're playing like different. You're trying to be kind of different and like have a bit of a style for sure, but throw in some crazy mixes. Now we have a jack here, so we'll see if we can value bet him and maybe pair of jacks, king high. He had a pair of 9s, 2 pair jacks. I need to also kind of start analyzing myself a little bit more. So we are definitely, we're second chip lead. I didn't see how this eagle, oh, they're both the same eagle guy. I didn't see how he made so much money. Drawing dead here, check. 440,000 off of nothing. Don't have anything there. What are we looking for? Maybe we had a pair of 4s. Doubting either one of these guys has anything. I haven't seen how this guy plays though. I am bluffing. Interesting. I wonder how he raises this. He folds. No reason to fold. That's a weird fold. It's a free. You just don't want to show your cards, maybe. So we have 2 pair. I'm going to try and get this guy to go 160 with me. A little bit of a value bet. Low value bet. Just calling pot. Maybe too high. Probably too high. Little too high there. He maybe just didn't have anything. I should have only gone 80 and just called half the pot. We'll call Jack 7 though. That's a decent level here. If we look at our chart for Jack 7, I think that was offsuit, like 53%. No reason to raise there. Don't have a good pair. Folding that for sure. Now I'm not so worried about this other guy. I'm real worried about the guy on the left. I think he's gonna be a real pain for sure. But yeah, I think I'm pair of 2s. So again, you're really calling every single pair for the most part. Pair of 2s. Bit of a rainbow there. Call 80. Be a little bit smarter here. queen. Hopefully if somebody pairs up, we're gonna be looking pretty good. We're not gonna call that. That's probably a bluff. 10-4. We're out there. Okay, so this is a good one to show you guys quickly. So you can see these O is offsuit and S is suited. So again, you're playing 10-7. You can see like all these are pretty good. And as they're like, you know, red, so like white, you shouldn't really be playing much. Really, you're playing pairs 5 up, and that's like really like the best option. We just went ahead and folded out. You know, ace 2 offsuit, not great. Most aces you can definitely play, but king 5, king 4, king 3, all those, like the majority you're playing jacks, jack 10 suited, queen jack offsuited, stuff like that. We'll check up and kind of show you, but we'll look at this chart. You guys can kind of pause and look at how you want to see that chart, just to get an idea. And again, we had the large blind, so this is just a check. It didn't matter. I don't think we'll have anything here. I assume a raise comes out, and we're in a bad spot. We're in a really, really bad spot here. We haven't put any money into the pot, so we're okay. But yeah, ace, 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 king offsuit, ace, king on suit, king, queen suited, king, jack suited, king 10 suited, queens. You're playing like a lot, so that's kind of the idea behind there. All right, so king, queen offsuit. So king, queen offsuit. We definitely can play this hand a little bit here. It's not the best hand in the world, but we have nothing. We have nothing. I don't. Jesus Christ. I'm folding. 7 queen. So he had a pair of 7s. He had jack 8. Good for me to get out of that. Just get out of the way here a little bit. 8-5 suited. 8-5 suited seems like a okay hand to play. We're gonna not. Our blinds are gonna kill us really bad here. I think we're potentially a little too passive. We have 190 bucks, and we got the big blind. Ah, God. I think we might have just ruined ourselves here a little bit. We have $190,000, and we can't go all in with nothing. So we're pretty much gonna have one hand. I'm gonna need something big. King 10, 9, 10. And he's out. But he's got a lot of money. And he got a 10, and we're done. Okay, so off to the races. So we are down just a little bit here. So we're down 20 million. I don't know, about 50, 80 million, something like that. So we'll see if we can get like a nice little comeback. That'll be decent. Then we'll probably play one more hand and see how we do. Again, playing small, we're not down a lot. Like, you know, there's a couple hands of coming back. You just got to be really passive and not be so nervous. Maybe play a couple big hands, see if you can get something going. We'll fold out here. And now that you guys have an idea, we're playing pretty much, we'll just say orange, yellow. So 6-5. So we're really playing 4s, pair of 4s, pair of 5s, pair of 6s, pair of 7s, pair of 8s, pair of 9s, pair of 10s, jacks, queens, kings, aces. We'll play ace, king. We'll play pretty much all the aces up until 6, ace 6 suited, and we'll play ace 10 offsuit. And then again, any offsuit that is below but pretty much any offsuit. We're pretty much playing any offsuit below like below 10, Jack 10 offsuit, we're pretty much not playing. So Jack 10 offsuit is about the lowest offsuit that we'll really play here. We can maybe get a little bit more aggressive. King 4, it's just a little bit too low. Oh, I didn't even mean to call, but alright. That's fine. Try and bluff that. Never mind. And again, these are all before. Queen 7. Let's see. We'll see if we can get into something. We have a pair of 7s. See if we can value bet. Cool. Get us. We got to be in the game. So 3s, it's okay. We can definitely play 3s. A little too much, probably too high of a bet. That's okay. All in, huh? That guy's gonna lose his money pretty quick. Nines. Let's check up here. Perfect. Cool. Okay, we just got to be involved a little bit. I notice I play sometimes when I listen to everything though. Here's something else, is when I play super passive and super careful, I end up getting destroyed. Like obviously not making any big bets, but if you're not willing to bet, you're not willing to play a little bit further, then you end up getting crushed early in. So you got to play some hands, you got to fold some real bad hands, but you got to be able to be in the game a little bit. Otherwise people can kind of call you and make stupid decisions, and you're gonna be in a bad spot. So gotta have a little bit of authority where they're not exactly sure. Like this, as you guys can see, we're betting. That's the thing I think I have like the biggest problem with real money is like I'm way too passive. And again, you don't want to overbet. So I think the difference between very passive and overbetting is folding most of the time or just like raising random amounts. I think that you got to be comfortable making some small raises, making some folds, and then, you know, throwing in a couple of bluffs here and there and being super unpredictable so people know. And then getting rid of like trash hands for the most part until it's heads up. Again, heads up poker is different. Like the chart for heads up, is like different. So if I show you guys, so again, like let me show you this hand real quick. Again, you can see, so you can see we're pretty much just like in the top quadrant, ace 10 to 10-8 suited. That's pretty much your quadrant there. Now if I go like, let's see, let's go. We're not going to find the same kind of color, but all right, we'll check there. We'll come back. Hang on. Let's focus on this for a minute. We'll check. We got highest pair. It's a lot of money. I'll call that. I think this is a bluff. Nope, it wasn't. Cool. All right, we're kind of not focused up here. This was definitely bad. So to the lobby, if we're below 490, we lost $1 million. Okay, so we're not. We 100 million. So we're okay. That's the benefit of playing slow. But offsuit you can see versus suited, you can pretty much play the majority. Well, I guess this is like, no, that's not. I don't know. It's hard to say. it definitely opens up at least a little bit more because you're playing one hand. I guess that's generally generally the idea is you're definitely able to, probably play into, the yellows or oranges, probably just not reds, as far as how much, but, you can be playing a lot of these 5 ace, whatever, at least in heads up a little bit more, I would say. But that's what I figured out. So that's going to do it for today's episode, though. We're 25 minutes in. We lost some money, but we didn't lose too much money. And the whole point is it's okay to lose money. You're going to lose money. Don't lose too much money. Again, we lost 100 million, as I said that, but relatively, we're doing all right. We can make 200, 300 million in a day, so we'll be just fine.